What's up everybody, Rosgrease Gaming back with another video, and we just got found out that the next season's coming up for ranked battles, and we basically have only a few days for this to get ready, so here we go with what ships to pick, what ships not to pick, and what ships do you think are going to be complete trash, and all that other good fun stuff. So I already did a rough idea of this one, and then I had to dump it because, again, like I said, I always say every darn year, every year, I keep forgetting, you have to pick this ship. Don't forget this one, don't forget that one. Oh, by the way, right, you forgot those other two. How you forget every single time those two? You fool! So, I messed up, and I had to redo it again, and here I am. I want to make sure that I said every single ship that's in the goddamn game for Tier A. So, anyway, we'll start with carriers. You got Lexington. You have, for the Japanese line also, you have the Hairu, and the, not the Hairu, Shikaku. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. For also the United States, also you have the Enterprise. So, Lexington, the Enterprise, Shikaku, and then we don't know if it's fully going to be coming out, but we have to say it because it is possible. You could also see Graf Zeppelin in it. You could see Graf Zeppelin. I'm not 200% sure if you're going to see it very often, but there is a chance you will see a Graf Zeppelin in there. So you have to watch yourself. Recommendations on those? If you're really good at any carrier, just pick what you're good at. Because it just comes down, really butters down to player skill, not to mention, a lot of these ships, you're going to have what you have. I mean, this thing's got either AP bombs or HE bombs that's starting to become the new fad. But compare that to other things, it's just its own setup and its own beast. So really, that's your thing. Now, destroyers, the linchpins in this game, you're gonna have a different aspect. You got Z-23, which is really good with its hydroacoustic. For the United States, you have Benson. Talk about, and also, of course, the most broken ship right now, the Kid, with its very, very good concealment, very, very good anti-air capabilities, and extremely well 5-inch Fletcher guns. So you get a Tier 8 Fletcher with great concealment, with derp AA, but you don't have much torpedoes, but you're going to have really good concealment, helping out the team and getting into positions that are really going to need help. So that's a really good choice in this thing. If you got a Kid, you're going to be start breaking people. For Russians, you have Ognavoy and Kiev. Kiev's really good with its guns. Ognavoy is going to be a tough sell-in, even though it's got the dual-purpose guns of the 130mm, but you're going to have to watch yourself with that. For the Japanese, you got Kagero and Akatsuki. Akatsuki has the Spamfire 100mm guns, and the Kagero has the derp of the has the derp ability of having those quick reloading torpedoes. However, that does make it not have the ability to have smoke, so that will be a trade-off for that ship. So really, it just comes down to what you're really going strong suited. The Kid is going to be a good choice though, because of its good concealment and very, very good Fletcher type guns and anti-air, especially against planes. So basically, planes are not going to be a major problem, and it's going to start pissing people off. So you got that going for you. Okay, now let's go to cruisers. That's going to be another mix. You got Atago, you got the ARP, you have the of the Atago, you had the Mogami for the Japanese. For the United States, you also have New Orleans with the its radar, which is going to help out big time, especially in a position you really need. For Russians, you have Kutuzov and Baev. Kutuzov's got really good high explosive, smoke, and either defensive fire or hydroacoustic, which is really good. Hydroacoustic is a good choice. For Germany, you have the Prince Eugen, which I don't have. I want to get my hands on this thing, but don't have enough doubloons to get my hands on this thing. Really like to get this ship, though, because, you know, I collect every single ship, and I like to collect them all. You also have Hipper, which has got really, really good range, really decent guns, and a pretty fair actually anti-air capability if you buff it up. I don't have it fully buffed on mine, so it's not ready yet for that technique and that skill set. But it's a good choice. For the British, you also have Edinburgh, which is a really, really good ship. It's a town class cruiser with span firing 6-inch guns that are special AP-HE type shells that also have a decent concealment. You have hydroacoustic, single fire torpedoes, and a smoke, which will help you out definitely if you're a little bit hot under the water. And with the change, you can also support and smoke up your allies. For the Pan-Asian, I also forgot to mention, we do have this ship, almost a Benson, but a Benson class, the Henshin Yang. This is a Gleaves class destroyer with deep water torpedoes, so it doesn't have as very good as concealment. With fairly good concealment, it does not have as good anti-air capability as the Kid, but does have the deep water torpedo technique. But however, that's going to be a weakness compared to going after other destroyers, which can kill you. Excuse me. Which also is going to be a weakness with this ship, because you're not going to have the ability to only use your guns to defend yourself from a destroyer or your allies helping you out in a pinch. So that is going to be a problem with that. For France, you have Charles Martel that could help you out in a pinch, but we're not too sure if it's got decent air to air capabilities. The armor is very thin, so you can easily get one-shotted, and you don't have as derpy as a high explosively damage of fires. However, the grounds are pretty good. You got a pretty decent range, 17.6, so it can do good. But the good perk with it is it's exceptionally fast for its tier, with a top speed of only 34, without putting the speed boost or the speed flag on. So this can be a very, very fast ship, especially if you need to get the hell out of there and get into a different position away from the enemy. There's no Italian ships currently at the team. However, there is one that we'll talk about right now, because I think that's all down the line. For battleships, you could see Roma maybe later down the season, because it's still being worked on, still hasn't been released. But this ship possibly will be in the tier by the time we get to battle. You could see this ship. Not 100% too sure. I can't promise you it is, but I would love to see it. French, we can't say that's going to be ready to go, even though there's 2 ships in the French line that are currently being shown off. Gascogne, and also on top of that is, oops, wrong button there. Richelieu. I can't pronounce French very well. I have to practice that. Do apologize about that in advance. For UK, you could... I doubt you're going to see a Monarch. I'm not going to say it could, but I doubt it. The ship is not very good. I don't think that this ship is going to be at the tier. The guns are a little bigger than the Germans, but the Germans have a way better gun in any aspect than I can ever say. The guns just feel subpar compared to other tiers. The concealment, meh, it's got that kind of going for it, but other than that, it's really not that great. Because for Germany, you got a whole bunch. You got the Tirpitz, which has hydroacoustic. No, actually not hydroacoustic. It's got the plane and the heel, but it also has derp secondary range and torpedoes, which is a really good buff for this ship. And then on top of that, you have Bismarck, which has hydroacoustic, the plane, the heel, the repair, the derp AA a little good AA on that, and on top of that has the over 10k secondary range. So bring on destroyers, because once you're spotted, you're in trouble. For the Russians, we don't have any battleships, so skip. For the United States, that's going to be an interesting story. Currently, there's only 2, as far as I know, maybe 3 or 4 on the American line you could see. You have Carolina, which has got really, really good AA, and 6-inch guns that have a very good power, very good penetration value. The only drawback with this ship is its side armor. It will get penetrated if you're a complete idiot and go broadside to enemy ships. You'll get Citadel. Next, you do have the test version, the special test. This the ST version of Alabama, as they call it, Octopus. Doubt you're going to see that in there unless you know somebody who's a super tester. You do have the traditional Alabama, though, which has very, very decent NA, very good turning radius, and pretty good penetration of those 16-inch guns. Drawback with it, of course, again, is the armor if you're a complete idiot. Massachusetts is currently not available yet, as far as I know. But it could be out there. I'm not too sure. I doubt it, though. I highly doubt you're going to see this ship yet. I think she's currently still getting tested, and probably they're still working on getting a release date for this ship. But again, it's just the same thing. It's just another South Dakota class battleship. So, okay, so the last 2 battleships, you have Amagi and Key. Key, very good anti-air. You know, you got the 4 10mm guns again. You got torpedoes, heel, and spotter if you really want to get the range up, because the range in this is a little poor. I don't feel like I'm going to see this very much in the game, but it could see this. And if somebody has an airborne Yamamoto in there, that's going to make this thing even more of a clinch if they have that ability on this ship. I can't promise that, but it could be. And then, of course, you have Amagi, which is, to me, I feel like I have a better accuracy. But then again, it's your choice. I have spray and pray problems with Key. Amagi, I didn't have that problem. Again, same guns. Worse anti-air, a little more tried and true to what you would have been for the period. And also, it does have a little better torpedo protection, with also, I don't know. For Americans, if you're really picking a ship for this season's ranked, either I'm going to be picking the American Alabama because I'm a battleship player, or I'm probably going to pick one of the Germans because I can angle the armor. The only problem with me using the Germans is if there's AP bombs and carriers involved, I'm screwed because they can penetrate this deck and they can just delete me instantaneously. So it's going to be a tough sell-in. For cruisers, I'm going to be picking a Kutuzov because, well, it's a good ship. Definitely need to get Superintendent on this thing because I need an extra smoke in case I need to get the hell out of there. It only gives you 2 smokes, so you need to get yourself another smoke to keep yourself from getting in hot water. Unfortunately, I don't have enough smoke yet to actually say that, so could be a problem. Triumph is going to be an interesting sell-in too. It does have radar, so it does have a very good ability to hide itself and to detect enemy ships at a far range, so you guys can like coordinate a plan, try to get into a different position, and try to get the flank on the enemy. But the armor is again terrible, and you can get one shot if you're a complete trash boater. But that's pretty much all the ships you can see and can't see. But recommendation-wise, if you're really destroyer-wise, if you got the money, get the kid. Get the kid, get the kid, get the kid. If you don't have the money, Benson's decent, even though the torpedoes are slow. The Germans, what is it called? Z32? I believe it's 32. No, 23. 23. I had the numbers backwards. 23 is a good choice with its hydroacoustic, so you can detect ships in the smoke real close. That way you can actually get in positions you need to get. You also got your hands on a good spam firing ships for the destroyer class. You do destroyers. The Kiev is really good with its 130 millimeter guns, so you got that going for you. Anyway, right down below what you guys are going to be picking this season. I'd like to see what you guys are going to have this season. As always, hope to see you in the next video. good luck out there this rank season. I want to see what you guys got. Do the best of your ability. I'm going to try to go for rank 1 again this season, and I'm going to be streaming that while I'm doing it. Either you're going to see me pissed off, or you're going to see all kinds of things coming from my head. But anyway, hope to see you in the next video, guys. Have a pleasant day. As always, take care of yourselves. Hope to see you next one. Bye-bye.